We are on our last day in Cannes.
Yeah.
What's your feeling about the festival?
My feeling about the festival, well, it was very hectic, but there are some very good films. And for me, the best one was Holy Motors by Leo Carax.
And did you find some things strange or different of your expectation before to come here?
First of all, I didn't know there were so many badges and there's this hierarchy of badges. I didn't know how far this went. This was something that was also the city itself, the atmosphere. It was just being on the street, and sometimes you find people wearing strange clothes or doing things, dancing in the street or doing whatever. That was also interesting for me. Even the shops, they had the shop windows. They all had cameras and stuff like that.
And about the film you watch, there are revelations for you?
About the films, well, I think what was interesting that for instance, Holy Motors, when I watched it, I felt how cinema really can do something very extraordinary and out there, and it doesn't have to always because now the current in cinema, the majority of the current, I'm not saying the current, but filmmakers are leaning more and more towards films that are very realistic, minimal soundtrack, minimal everything, and you can see this in even Haneke's work, even though I like him very much, but you can see this in Haneke's film, you can see it in many different films. So that's what I really liked about Holy Motors, that it was against all, it was just it was a crazy film. I loved it.
And how about cohabitation with the other girls coming from different countries and cultures?
Yeah, it was interesting. It was interesting, and I think it was actually also funny that, for instance, with Rima from Lebanon and Sarah from Tunisia, we couldn't. I couldn't quite understand their language, even though we all spoke Arabic. For me, that was very funny. But it was interesting to be with different people from different countries.
And you will attend for the next session?
Next edition.
You will attend for next year?
Hopefully, I don't know if I'll be able to, but if I could, I would come. But at least now with less expectations, I would know my way through. It won't be so confusing. So I think maybe next year would be more relaxed than this year, hopefully.